It started off as an ordinary evening with dinner and a mindless movie, neither of us particularly interested. The kind of night that comes when love feels comfortable and familiar, or so I thought. As she laughed at something on her phone, the soft glow of the screen illuminated her face in the dim light. In that brief moment, I caught sight of a name that I didn't recognize, and something deep inside me twisted uneasily. She noticed my gaze, swiftly turning the phone face down and laughing it off. "Just a friend? Nobody important," she said casually. But when someone dismisses a name as nobody and hurriedly hides their screen, feel it in your gut, just know. I tried to push the feeling aside, to salvage the evening, to ignore the first crack in our relationship that I had just glimpsed. But my thoughts raced, my mind consumed by doubt. Her smile felt forced, her touch lacking its usual affection, and her eyes seemed distant, lost in some other place. That night, I didn't confront her with yelling or accusations. Instead, I chose to observe, to wait, to listen to the truths whispered in silence. It didn't take long for everything to change. She began staying up later, guarding her phone, concealing her smiles at messages she didn't want me to see. Gradually, I felt like a stranger in my own home as she morphed into someone unrecognizable, a mere facade of the woman I once adored. Then, one fateful night, I reached my breaking point. She was in the shower, the room filled with steam. Her phone vibrated on the nightstand. Despite my intentions, my hand moved of its own accord, a silent acknowledgement of the truth my heart wasn't prepared to face. As I picked up the phone, his name appeared once again. This time, however, it was not just a message or two. It was a multitude, countless messages, photos, shared memories, and plans that excluded me entirely. Hidden desires, laughter, and shared secrets. The very same kind of intimacy that we used to cherish, now starkly revealing that this was no mere fling, but a purposeful betrayal. She hadn't just been unfaithful, she had systematically replaced me, fragment by silent fragment. Without waiting for her to finish her shower, without needing to hear her lies or excuses, I calmly walked to the closet, picked up my bag. I took only what I needed and I left, just like that. No goodbye, no note, no sound. She didn't think I'd really do it, or she didn't know me anymore. The days that followed were a blur. I checked into a cheap hotel, ignored her texts and calls. She blew up my phone at first. "Where are you?" "Talk to me. This isn't fair," I can explain. But what was there to explain? She made her choice, and I made mine. I blocked her number, deleted our photos, unfollowed everything, tried to erase her from my life. But you never really erase someone you loved. You just turn down the volume on their memory. 2 weeks later, I moved into a small apartment, started over, started breathing again. Some nights I still woke up reaching out, a habit I couldn't shake, small muscle memory, heartbreak. But over time, the silence grew peaceful. The ache stopped screaming. 6 months passed, and she found me. I was walking home from work, groceries in one hand, headphones in the other. When I rounded the corner, and there she was, standing outside my building. "Hey," she whispered gently, as though nothing had transpired between us. I said nothing, simply gazing at her. "Can we talk?" She hesitantly inquired. Part of me wanted to disregard her plea and continue on my way, but something held me back. Perhaps I sought clarity, or maybe I longed to hear her acknowledge the truth. We settled in a quaint cafe nearby, a place I had never taken her before, my newfound refuge. She swirled her coffee absent-mindedly, her hands trembling, her voice barely audible. "I never thought you'd truly walk away," she murmured, her first misstep. She mistakenly believed that love equated to vulnerability. But to me, it signified strength, the strength to walk away. She attempted to explain that it wasn't serious, that she was lost, that it was an error. Yet errors don't span across months. Errors don't entail morning texts. Errors don't replace the man with whom you shared your bed. She wept, expressing her yearning for me and stating that her life had been incomplete without me. I believed her words, but hollow apologies could not change the past. Delete the sense of betrayal and guilt. Love is not present. She spoke softly. "I don't need your forgiveness. I just need you to understand." I still reflect on our past. I nodded. For the first time in a while, I felt neutral. No hurt, no anger, no yearning. Just clarity. "You still think about us," I murmured, "but you didn't fight for us when it truly counted." She remained silent, unable to argue. Standing there, she'd hoped for a response from me. Yet, I had already spoken what held importance. I left her sitting at the table and proceeded back into my life. A life that no longer had space for someone who once assumed I would always remain. When someone reveals their feelings towards you, trust their actions. Do not wait for closure. Do not wait for belated apologies. At times, the bravest choice is to depart when it is least anticipated and move forward without looking back.